My name is Aruna. I am the senior recruiter at Climate People, and joining me today is Natalie, our wonderful marketing lead. And Marc, thank you for joining us. And just want to thank you for working with us and having us help you find a job. I know when we started talking initially, the idea was not to specifically find a job within the climate industry, right? You were looking for a job and we both connected via LinkedIn, but at what point during the process did you think that finding a job within the climate industry was important? Can you walk us through what your experience has been and why you chose to be where you are today?
Well, it really came back to you, Aruna, that you reached out to me. I was just entering the job market, and you reached out to me on LinkedIn saying, hey, are you interested? And it came at a point in my career where I've been product manager for a variety of portals and HR and networking and a bunch of other things. And it really was not satisfying for me. And I was trying to figure out what are my options here to do something that I can really be passionate about. And when you approached me about this thing, I'm like, tech in farming? What? Yeah, what? And you, of course, encouraged me to look up that documentary, Kiss the Ground, which again was a happy coincidence because we don't have Netflix in our house. We don't have it. We have not needed it. Except for 2 days prior to you contacting me, when my daughter needed to watch another documentary on Netflix, and we said, okay, well, I'm out of a job, but we probably need to spend the $10 for Netflix. And so, all right, everything just lined up. You were at the right place at the right time. And climate change is really something that frightens me. We look at all these sci-fi movies with this dystopian futures where we've destroyed the atmosphere with all this pollution. And what can I possibly do as a software product manager? Probably nothing. And you gave me an avenue to do something about it. So it really was about timing more than anything.
Thank you. You want to tell us where you are now in the job that you've taken?
Yeah, the company is called Indigo Ag, and they have a variety of products to help farmers change to more sustainable practices. And my particular job is around the farmers' identities and making sure that all of those pieces, all those independent products of Indigo Ag can be glued together with one single profile.
Now, just not mobilizing talent to come work for the climate industry, but we also like to contribute to and do our part. So, and we contribute 1% of our earnings to a climate charity. So what have you picked? You have a choice. Is there a choice that you've made?
Yeah.
And why? Tell us why also.
And remind me the two choices, because I remember I picked one. I need to hear the name again.
We had Hunnell Foundation and then Soulfire Farm.
Right. And Soulfire Farm sounds like it's very well matched to my overall mission with Indigo Ag. So that seems like it's the right place to put that 1%.
Definitely. Awesome. Yeah. I feel like a lot of people that we place at Indigo are always like, the parallel it's too obvious to not.
Yeah, there is a right and wrong answer to this, like it seems.
Yeah, that's awesome. Really quickly, Marc, earlier on you mentioned how a lot of project managers don't really see that space for them in the climate arena, I guess you could say. Could you expand on that a little bit more? I feel like that's just something that's really powerful and something that we hear so frequently. And like, is there anything that you did with your experience that made that a little more obvious to you? Or just what was your experience with that?
Generally with anything that's software, we don't see the connection back to the climate at all. Mm-hmm. And it's usually creating a widget that's going to honestly consume more energy, and probably that energy will be produced by burning something. And so it's always kind of in the back of our minds that the work that we do in furthering technology probably isn't great for the planet. And yet I don't see that there's anything that I can do about it. And I've never thought about that, that there would even be an opportunity in, especially the farming industry of all places, that there would be a need for technology to manage these farms and incent these farmers to be planting cover crops and all this stuff. It seems like there isn't this road to this, and so as a product manager, I mean, even now, I'm thinking about how am I going to glue together all these identities of farmers. And it's focused on the identity management and the data management piece of this. But I don't really have to spend a lot of time thinking about how that's going to help the climate. And yet with this company, it helps me understand that anything that helps these farmers change the way that they're doing things really helps. I mean, we've all heard that things like driving our vehicles every day, that if we reduce driving, that will help save the atmosphere. It'll save global warming. It's about manufacturing. We don't think about farms. Yes, there's been some research out there about the methane produced by cows. And so there's that, but what as a software product manager can I do about cows? But that documentary really opened my eyes to that if you help farmers, then the plants will heal the earth. And that's really what it's all about.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
All about looking big picture, for sure.
Yeah.
Perfect.
I think this wraps up, right?
Yeah, I think that was all the questions we had for you, unless you had anything else that you wanted to touch on really quickly, Mark or Aruna.
I can't think of anything.
Perfect. All righty.